This production is brought to you by Moto Trekkin Australia, Pink Automotive, Medivac, Alpine Stars, Tidy Tactics, Account Hero, Midas.
Oh, g'day everybody, here we are. This is New Zealand 2024 for our Sydney departures, and we're about to jump on the plane to head to New Zealand. So we'll be seeing all you guys pretty soon. Get set for an awesome week. Okay, well, we've just made it through security. What a cluster that is. It's always a mission. It's time now to get some coffee. Coffee, coffee, Dale?
Eggs and bacon.
Bacon and eggs. What about you? What are you going to have? Cup of tea? And how about you?
Coffee.
Coffee. We're all in for coffee. Brekkie, let's go get it. Well, it doesn't seem like it was a year ago since we were here, but, well, it isn't quite a year. It's about 11 months or so. But you can see there in front of the guys walking over to the Novotel Hotel just how close it is. We've just walked out of the International Hotel. Sorry, we've just walked out of the International Terminal, and this is the hotel that we're staying at. That building right in front of us there is the Novotel, and that's where we'll be spending the next couple of nights in preparation for the event, and where our welcome dinner will be. Good morning. It is the day of the welcome dinner here in Christchurch for the 2024 NZSI South Island Adventure Rider Tour, and it's a little bit wet today. I have to admit, it's cold. It's only about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 7 degrees. It's quite cool, and it's raining. So we thought maybe it's a good idea that we go and suss out some warmer thermals, since some of the temperature predictions are what, Maxi? -5? Sub-zero. So that's the beauty of riding around on the highlands of New Zealand South Island, is it can get a little chilly. So we thought we better come and get some more thermals. So we're just waiting for the Anaconda and Macpac stores to open, and then we're going to get in there and get some warmer gear. In the meantime though, we'll give you a really quick look at what it's like here in the city centre of Christchurch. So for those of you who remember the last earthquake that was here in Christchurch, it hammered the cathedral, and it's all boarded up all the way right around. Still, I don't know, maybe one of you could leave a comment in the comment section about when you think that was. I think it was 2011, based on the research that we were just able to do quickly. And
11, pretty far.
so yeah, it's still being built now after all these years.
There you go.
They're still working on it. So sorry, but she'll be amazing when she comes back to life, that's for sure. Gold.
of the things that we've all noticed about Christchurch is the amazing architecture that's here. The New Zealanders are so clever and so talented and so artistically minded. Their buildings are next level. That's just one of them for an example, but at night when we're driving around, some of the buildings are just absolutely amazing. And now we're just inside here with Maxie. What are you doing, Maxie?
I'm making it so we can put the drone case on the back of the GS.
There's the drone case.
So I had to take the top box heavy plate off because the drone case has been made to go on the standard rack.
So this is what I'm riding for the next week. 1230. Big boy, it's got 4,000 kilometres on it. And we've put the nice warm handguards on since the temperatures over here in the South Island are still a little bit cool, particularly up at elevation. So we'll throw those on. And with the good gloves and everything else I've got, should be fine. I've also got a heated jacket that we wear. The heated jackets are an absolute must when you're going to ride in cold conditions. 10 heat settings, you can bump them up, bump them down. And I said heated jacket, but it's actually a jacket liner. So I might be able to show you that a little bit later on. Have a look at how I've got the bike set up here. I've got the wireless charging head. I've got the heated jacket switch, and this here is for the beacon, which we use to record our flights on the drone as we're flying around. So the drone just talks to the beacon, misses everything, so it can fly between trees and power lines and all sorts of stuff, and it doesn't hit anything. This is the case for the drone, and Max is putting the case on the back there with the plates that we pre-made and used last year as well.
Except this thing's got more shit on it.
Here's the boys arriving for the adventure of a lifetime in the South Island of New Zealand. How are we, men? How was the trip over? Good?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, it's time to grab your bikes and then we'll be able to get you on your way. Look at that bad boy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Loving it. Loving life. Yeah, there we go.
Righto, it's time for us now to head back to the hotel, get our bikes all set up, check our gear, and then get ready for the welcome dinner that's on tonight.
Lovely lady. Hi, Aaron.
What do you need from us? Thank you.
The top restaurant tonight. So
Yeah.
6:30, 4 o'clock will be your routes being emailed through to you. And then
That's all it says. It's so interesting.
just ignore me.
Here we are, the trip for a lifetime. Give it away. I brought Toby Price with me too.
Now, first question is, who's watched last year's video of this NZI trip? Did anyone see that? Yeah, good. All right, awesome. We got that out, and then that's good. So that's what you can expect on this particular trip. Purpose of tonight in being in here is just to say a quick g'day to everyone, introduce the crew to you so you know who's who. Also, we want to be able to make sure that you're all comfortable with the Gaia app. Okay, for some of you, that's new technology. So it's just very important that you play the game with us. All right, so it's just a mutual respect thing. When we do these big rides, when we've got several hundred riders, we always say it's a two-way street. There's, you guys respecting the rules we put in place or the guidelines that we have there to support you. If you can do that, we give you 150% of our energy and effort to support you when you need us. Okay.
That's on film now.
Jay, how's it going?
Good morning. Good. How are you, Beck?
Honestly.
I am. I actually am really excited. I'm excited every year to come here. I mean, there's just nothing like the South Island of New Zealand. I mean, all the riding I've done through Australia, even in other countries in Asia and whatnot, I just don't think there's as much awesome scenery anywhere else on the planet than here. This is like a mini Europe. It's just beautiful. Snow-capped mountains, beautiful lakes, scenic as. Yeah, really awesome.
How do you reckon that was a Moto today?
Look, I think it'll be good. Like, it's not, look, these particular rides, they're not overly technically difficult. They're not designed to be super hard rides. The focus is more on social, scenic, you know, having a good time. And just there is some awesome riding, don't get me wrong. It's not as if, but this is not like a hard enduro ride that people are going to have to, you know, think about really being, you know, in their 20s to do. You know, all the guys here, myself, I'm in my 50s, a lot of the guys here are in their 40s and 50s, and it's the perfect ride, and it's been designed for big bikes, so it's not a dirt bike ride. This is a big adventure bike, so that's the, you know, the market that the niche that we're in, and that's the fastest growing market and the one they all love, so yeah, that's why we're here. We'll see you at Denzi's.
Enjoy it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well done.
So we've just arrived at one of my all-time favourite cafes here in Geraldine in the South Island of New Zealand. It's pretty cold. It's about 7 degrees at the moment, but the good thing is there's no liquid sunshine today. It is a little bit overcast, but we're hoping that that'll burn off. It's only just around 10 a.m. So far the day's looking really good. A little chilly, but the boys are having a good time. We'll go inside and check out what they're having. If you ever come to Geraldine, if you ever come to the South Island of New Zealand, you've got to go to Geraldine. You've got to see Steve in here at the Geraldine Farm Shop and Cafe. Great place, fantastic pies, great treats as well. So let's see what we can go and get. It was 1 year ago exactly that I was here, and I have not forgotten about this place. You can see just how popular it is. There's people everywhere. And all these treats here are all homemade. It's absolutely delicious.
Just leaving the farm shop again. Been a great little visit.
Good luck with that.
Moto Trekkin day 2.
I'm feeling great.
Apologies yesterday. It is a bit of a game of Russian roulette with the gates around here. Congratulations to the lucky 7. Put your hands up. We're going to make special T-shirts for you lot. The lucky 7 that met a farmer at the gate and he let you through. That was pretty amazing. So congratulations to you guys. You can head in on the road, just go into Queenstown. There's lots to see in there. It's really beautiful. You can take a ride out to Glenorchy. You can ride around Queenstown. There's a shit ton of beautiful coffee shops and things to do and see in there. You can go and locate where the hotel is, just sort of geographically get yourself tuned in. Pair up with someone. All right, I just want you to pair up with someone, just ride together. You can leave any time after 8:30 on the route. Okay, Cam and I will be leaving at about 9:15, and we'll be following you down that route. All right?
Good thing about when you hit the ground on the snow is you just keep sliding.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Sean, how are you feeling about today?
Yeah, great. Ready for the next adventure. Absolutely.
How'd you go yesterday?
Yeah, good. Yeah, really spectacular. Great views. Yeah, no, it was great.
You had a good feed and you slept well and you're ready
Slept
for
well, good feed, good drinks. Yeah, good company. It's good.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
See ya.
Good morning. How are we going?
Yeah, good, thank you. We woke up to a bit of snow this morning, so that was splendid.
Yeah.
And then we're riding up a bit of a pass today, maybe a bit treacherous, but hopefully we get there.
Excited?
Yes, always. Good tea here too. We had land shanks, that was pretty good, Tucker. So yeah, great day yesterday.
Yeah.
Sean got us lost 13 times, but apart from that, we went well.
Maybe avoid him today.
Yeah.
How are you going today?
Good.
How are you feeling about the ride?
Excited and apprehensive.
Yeah.
If we hit snow, I'll turn back.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm going to stick to the route and see how we go.
How are you feeling? Did you sleep well?
Oh, yeah.
Good accommodation?
Good accommodation, good grub.
Yeah. Okay, how are you feeling about today?
Yeah, see how we go. Go as far as we can, and if we have to turn around, we have to turn around.
Excited? Nervous?
No, not neither, because if it's impassable, we'll just turn around. It's not like it's a have-to thing, so yeah.
Be nice to do it though.
It will be, yeah. I'll follow these guys, and if they get through, well, I suppose I should be able to, hopefully.
How'd you go yesterday?
Yeah, well, we come up to the lock gate, so we did the big loop around, which I didn't mind that either. Like, saw another 130 k's of scenery that the other guys didn't.
You're here to ride.
Yeah, so yeah, it wasn't a disaster by any means. Just a different road. That's all.
Morning. How are we going?
Good. I'm excited.
Excited about today?
Another day on Danzy's Pass. We got through yesterday. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Nice bit of snow coming in. Nice snowball fight at the top. Can't beat it. A few whiskies here at the bar.
Yeah. Good
Beautiful.
accommodation?
Yeah, beautiful. The accommodation here was amazing. The food was amazing. Big fireplace. Can't beat it.
Good night's sleep, all ready for action.
Ready for another big day. Hopefully another pass full of snow. Get down to Queenstown and we can have some beers.
Yeah, chill out
Can't
for
wait.
tonight.
Yeah, the boys are excited.
Stay safe.
See ya. Thanks, Danzy!
Stay safe.
Here we are, guys, day 2. We're up on the snow line in beautiful South Island on our way to Queenstown. And just look at this view behind me. It is insane. Right up high in the hills. We had a bit of a storm come through last night and it stumped a little bit of snow everywhere, but we're still experiencing the most insane riding you can ever experience anywhere on the planet. This beats Australia hands down. You have to join us here at New Zealand South Island. Check out our website.
Guys, how are you going?
Awesome.
How did the ride go today?
Fantastic.
Tell me about it.
Loved it.
Lots of snow. Lots of snow.
I got to throw snowballs at Serena for the first time in my life.
Oh, really?
It was really good.
Oh, awesome.
Highlight. And we went to Arrowtown. Saw the old Chinese setup.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're ready to relax in Queenstown for a few days? Any plans for...
Just the just adventure motorbikes up around here. I have to go at that.
Watch out. How'd you go today?
Had a good day today.
Yeah?
Had a good day. Didn't go over the pass with the rest of the guys. I wasn't sort of confident enough to do that, but I chose my own way. Went through a couple of good towns, pulled up a few times to take some photos. The views were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like stuff that I've never seen before. Coming over that last pass, coming down into Queenstown, I had to pull up 3 or 4 times to take photos.
Take it in.
Yeah. Had some people along the way too that had done bike riding before, so I had conversations with them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah. So how'd you go today? Tell me about your day.
Super day. Up in the snow, nice and cold, nice and muddy. Bit of a challenge. It's all in all, very good day.
Loved it.
Beautiful scenery.
Good.
Absolutely good country.
All ready for a few days in Queenstown?
Yeah, I'm just ready to get back on the bike and go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow, just have a think about it once I explain it to you and decide whether or not you want to go on which particular route. There are 3 choices. On your Gaia app, you'll see there are 3 different routes. There is Skipper's Canyon, there is Glenorchy, and then there is one that takes you down to Milford Sound. So if you watch out some of our promotional videos for this event, which might have made you want to come with us this year, you'll see some of that footage from Skipper's Canyon. Truly amazing, really awesome. We go down to where they started in New Zealand, originally one of the bungee jumping bridges, which has got the river right below it, turquoisey water, right up high in the rock in the mountain, and we'll stop at the bridge and we get a couple of photos and stuff there and spend a bit of time there, and then we head back up. It's a suspension bridge. So there is this place here, which is, again, every year is, in my view, friggin' unreal. There's a restaurant that is right up the top of the hill here. It's called Skyline. It's a glass building that juts right out and overlooks Queenstown. You've got to catch a gondola to go up there. The food is all you can eat and it's really nice. Any questions? Any questions, doubts or queries? No? All right, excellent. All right, guys, well, thank you very much. I'm glad you had a good day today. All right. For those of you not coming to dinner, we'll see you, if you're coming to Skippers, I'll see you down here about 8:45 in the morning. Okay, so we've just arrived at the gondola. We're going to go up and have some dinner in the restaurant up here. You've got to check it out. This is insane.
How good was it? It was awesome, mate. Best day riding ever. I'm absolutely exhausted, but yeah, worth every second.
I'm 10 years old. How was the day?
The day was awesome.
Yeah. There you go, there's mine.
But we have both the car and the truck on someone else's bike.
Here we go.
knowing and everything.
Here we go. Skipper's Canyon.
Run it.
3.
There's the mall in Queenstown. And that's where we were last night. All the way up there having dinner.
How's everybody feeling this morning? Did anybody hit it pretty hard last night? Did they? No? Everyone's good?
Making camera roll.
There's a few. Turn the camera off? Yeah. The missus is watching. Good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, and I hope you enjoyed Queenstown. Who enjoyed that ride yesterday? Yeah, it was pretty good, right? If you feel like you've had enough dirt for the day and you want to trade that time for something awesome, the Transport Museum is brilliant. You need at least a couple of hours to race around in there. Second of all, there's a motorcycle museum down there, which is even better than the transport one. The motorcycle one is out of this world. If you're into motorbikes, which you all are, which is why, I reckon you would absolutely love that as well. By missing that last loop, you'll pick that up and you should be able to get a couple of hours in there. The next thing is, if you don't want to do the museums, there's the Burt Munro World's Fastest Indian, which is down in is it the Mitre 10, Maxi, or something? It's in a hardware store, right? There's a pin there. It's in a hardware store in like the main street. You'll find it. And you can go in there and see the Indian that he broke the world record on, which I think still holds today. I don't know. It's
in the old shelving door.
Yeah, there's all the old parts and all sorts of gear, and it's really, really interesting. So it's well worth it while you're there. There's not much else in Invercargill other than these things. And then, if you didn't want to do any of the museums and you wanted to ride, some people, like last year, I took half the group all the way down to the Bluff, which is very close to the furthest, most southern point of the South Island. If you're fatigued, miss the first one, do the second one, get into Invercargill early. All right, if you feel like you've had enough dirt, you're buggered, feeling a bit tired, just bang it straight down there. Do that little second section if you want, or just go straight in there and spend the day, because I tell you now, you will not be disappointed with those museums.
Driving. We're out.
Morning, Becky.
Morning, how are we going?
Good. How are you this morning?
Good.
That's good.
How are you feeling, day 4? Ready for today?
Well, for an old fella, I think I'm feeling all right. I'm not too bad. I'm having good times, and some of the younger blokes, younger than me, are whinging about being sore and bit worn out, but I'm good to go, so it's good. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been terrific so far. I've had a really good time. The roads have been good. We've got some snow, which was special. Yeah, I reckon it's always nice to have a bit of a ride through the snow, even though it is cold. Then we went down to Glenorchy, and that was outstanding, where they shot some of the footage for Lord of the Rings. That's it, yeah. So we went down there, and that was unreal. Glenorchy is such a beautiful little place. It was so scenic on the way and twisty roads. We had a great ride. It's been good.
It was a great ride. Started off lovely in the mountains, then lots of high-speed dirt at the end. It was great.
Loved it.
Yeah, everyone stayed upright, no dramas. Good day, beautiful scenery. Good to be here.
All right. Well, I hope you all had a good day. Who got to go to one of the museums today, or the transport? Was it good? Was it worth going? Did you enjoy it?
Where was on?
You were in the hardware?
Man, still.
Yeah, just there, just across the road. How would you ever know that the world's fastest Indian is there?
It's a knowledge told.
Oh, did he? Ah.
Yeah, well.
Ah.
Okay, but you didn't tell me what did that.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm glad that you got there. I've seen some photos swiping on phones from some of the other places, so it was pretty good. Probably not long enough to race around in there, but nonetheless, at least you got to experience that. Who went down the bluff? Did anyone get on the bluff? Yep. Oh, so some of you got the bluff and into the museum. Oh, good stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, we've got a really good day for you. I'm sure you'll enjoy tomorrow. There's a lot more dirt tomorrow than what there was today. So lots of really nice, fast-flowing tracks. Really, really awesome riding tomorrow. I'm sure that you'll enjoy it. Yeah. All right, so I hope you're all enjoying yourselves so far. Enjoy your dinner tonight, and we'll see you in the morning. We'll give you everyone a lift back. We'll try and finish up here not too late, so that you got a bit of time at home. It's 7 o'clock, so maybe by 8:30 at the latest, we'll be able to shuttle everyone home. Okay? Cheers. Thanks, guys. enjoyable night last night in Dunedin. It's a beautiful little town, nice and chilly. The weather gods have blessed us this morning, so it is going to be a nice day. So today we go over the mountain. All right, normally we've been going down through the passes and all that sort of stuff, but today we're at 3,417 feet.
No.
So 3,500 feet up. There's been storms and pretty bad weather over the last couple of days, so if there isn't snow and ice, there'll be a lot of slush and crap up there. Okay, so, you know, we go up, we'll check it out, we'll see how we all go. I think it's going to be fine if you just go steady. All right, so have a good day out there, be safe. All right, we've managed, you know, to get to this point in one piece, so it's really good. Thank you for that. And have a good ride out there today. Go safe, go steady, particularly up the top. All right, because I just have a feeling it's going to be pretty shitty up there. Righto, there we go. Thanks.
Righto, Maxie, you've been working on this thing for about an hour. She was hydraulic locked. So she was, hydraulic locked means what?
Had cylinders full of water.
Why?
Someone submerged it.
So this is the moment of truth. You've just stripped the entire bike down. It's taken about an hour, full of water. Let's see if she's going to start. Fingers crossed. So this is the little pizza shop that Sheree wanted to come to for 2 years. She's been seeing photos of this place, and we finally brought her here this time. So after 2 years, hi guys, we're about to make you famous, 75,000 subscribers, and we're telling a story about you guys. How was the day, big boy?
Very good today.
Yeah,
very
good,
today.
good. You enjoy it?
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah? Down Danzy's Pass?
Danzy's.
Did you bin it?
No. Made it through good, and then made it through on the marble bloody road coming up here.
Excellent, excellent.
Why do you ask you if you binned it? Well, 'cause, you know.
Somebody binned it. I'm going around the table. Did you bin it?
I did not bin it.
Do you know someone who did bin it?
I did not. I don't know anyone, and I would not say anything.
How was your ride today?
Fantastic.
Yeah, good day.
Rattled.
Oh, yeah.
Great fun.
All over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Turn traffic control off and have some fun. It was good.
Yeah, that was good. Great day. How about you, Johnny?
I loved it, mate.
Did ya?
Oh, I fucking loved it.
Good day?
Oh, mate.
How was your day?
Oh, that was absolutely fantastic.
So I hope you enjoyed your stay here. One thing you do notice about Lake Tekapo is it's not cheap to be here, that's for sure. So I'm sure some of you last night at dinner found that out. So I hope you enjoyed your meal, and I hope you enjoyed the stay.
Good with you.
And you know, who had a good time riding yesterday? It was a great, it was an awesome ride. It was disappointing, I know, not being able to go over the top, but nonetheless, it was still a great day's riding and some beautiful views and really, really enjoyable stuff. Coming down Danzy's Pass was just awesome. Today we've got a route, it's 324 kilometres back into Christchurch, and there's some good sections of dirt. I think there's 2 or 3 sections of dirt that are pretty good. Nice, easy riding for you. Some nice scenic areas through the Mackenzie Pass. Okay, so you'll really enjoy that. It's really nice through there. So I'm sure you'll all enjoy that. Christchurch, you need to wash your bike. The route will take you to a car wash where you can just give it a quick blast, get most of the stuff off it, and then refuel her up at the servo there before you take it in. All right, I think that's everything. Any questions, doubts, queries or concerns? No good? All right, well, I'll see you out there about 8:45, and once everyone's geared up and ready to go, we'll blast off all together. As I said, if you don't want to be involved in it, that's okay, no dramas. Free world. Okay, thank you everyone. I'll see you at dinner tonight, and we'll have a good chat there, and we'll be able to reminisce a bit about some of the things that have happened on the trip this week. All right, thank you very much.
there. Where's the right? There's a little powder instead of step.
Come in, guys, grab a seat.
Why not? Me, okay. So,
It's turn off the apps. It's me. Like something. Back. Follow all your apps. Too much. Keep going on the apps.
Yeah. What a day it was today. I really enjoyed today. That was a pretty good day. So then Queenstown was great. Glen Orkney, who enjoyed that ride out there? Man, that was just, isn't it just the best ride? It's just so good. Like, you think it's good when you're smashing through the corners on the tar, on the sealed road, and then you get to that dirt and you just, and we were, and those creek crossings, the whole lot, we just had a ball. It was just awesome. So I really loved that day. That was one of my favourites. And what about the motorcycle museum? Did anyone get in there? Yeah, Al did. Yep, good. Was that awesome? Yeah.
Something to go back.
Yeah, that's right. Like, it's hard. I haven't been into the motorcycle one because we only went to the Bill Richardson's one before, and last year we went down to the Bluff. So we've only done those two. So next time we've got to make a point of making sure we get in there. Dinner.